All right, Leslie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Great. Well, we're going to start the session by explaining you. I'm going to explain you what tracking is, because it's going to practice that you're going to be doing every day. Yeah, so it's very important to know how this works. So the tracking, what we call tracking, basically means to observe yourself from the outside, like zooming out of yourself, watching out from outside yourself, and watching or observing what is moving in you. Yeah? When I say what's moving, I mean what's happening, for example, in your mind, what kind of thoughts are moving in the moment that they are happening, or what kind of emotions are moving in the moment. Yeah, you're watching what kind of emotions are moving in the moment, or how is your body, physical body feeling in the moment, you know, like pain, do you feel pain, stress, if you can track it, yeah, or if you can feel your body, the connection to your body, or also if you can track your vitality or your energy, you know, if you feel with a lot of energy, or if you don't feel much energy, but if you're able to track, to notice that you are feeling a lot of vitality right now. Yeah, so it's not just feeling the vitality, but observing that you're feeling a lot of vitality, right? As well as your intuition, yeah, to track and observe if you are noticing your intuition, that you're being guided by something.
Okay.
Yeah? So the purpose of tracking is to know where you are. What I mean by that is to know where you are, or know what's moving in the moment, whether it's in your mind, whether it's in your emotions, in your physical body, and your energy or vitality, and your intuition, and I explained. Yeah, so it's to know exactly where you are right there. Because when you know where you are, then you can move to where you want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like going from point A to point B. Right? And it's very important because if we cannot change, we only can change what we are aware of. And we have more choices when we know what we're thinking. We have the choice when we are aware, when we're tracked. Then we can, when we are aware of our thoughts, if we don't like them, then we can change them. But if we are not aware of our thoughts, we cannot change them, right? Or our emotions or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah? So tracking gives you the opportunity to have more choice and to change in the moment. Yeah? And the purpose is to enjoy, Leslie. To have fun. And by the way, you don't have to remember all this. I will guide you. So relax. I will guide you. But just an overview around it. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Sure.
Any time during the session, okay?
Okay.
Great. Now we're gonna do a brief tuning, and a tuning is just a moment to get still in the present, right now, in the present moment, yeah, and to bring our attention right here, with me and me with you.
Okay.
So tuning is to get still and to get present in the moment right here. Okay? And to connect to your heart.
Can I get that? That's nothing. I'm sorry. Can we go on?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. So that's a tuning. Yeah, a moment. For example, in this case, when we have these distractions, yeah, our attention goes
Easily.
everywhere. Yeah, but
Right.
but not in the moment,
Right.
not in the session. Right? That's a perfect example of how our attention goes away. and we are not present in the moment. Yeah? So that's the tuning for to get present, to get still, and also to connect to your heart. All right?
Okay.
Great. So now the way it works is we close our eyes and we just breathe. We get still. No, it will be brief, few seconds. I will let you know when to open your eyes by saying thank you. All right? All right, thank you. Great. Well, Leslie, how can I help you? How can I serve you? What's moving?
Well, I recently moved to Mexico less than a year ago, and I'm dedicated to learning Spanish, and I've been practicing and taking classes all along, and I find myself freezing up or just going into a panic when I communicate with people in Spanish. So I find that's what's happening that I don't like right now.
Ah, great. So how long have you been in Mexico?
It's been less than a year.
Less than a year. Great. And you like it here?
Very much, very much. So I like it. We moved here because we like this community, and so we want to be part of the community. So speaking and communicating is very important to me. With and social reasons, and I possibly would want to work in the medical field part-time here, and so obviously I would need to have a good control of the language.
Great. Perfect.
Excuse me.
So have you been learning Spanish?
Yes.
Have you taken classes? Or?
Yes, I've been taking classes.
Great. And do you like the language?
Very much. Yes, I like it very much.
Do you find it, do you like the community in general, like the traditions and?
Very much so. I like the food.
Yeah.
I like the traditions. I like everything about this area. The weather, the people are very genuine. So I really want to build my relationships, obviously through communication. So, but at the moment, I'm not there yet.
Yeah. So you moved from the United States to La Paz, and you're looking to build community, right? To participate fully in the community of La Paz, Mexico?
Yes.
Yeah? Not only as a foreigner, but as a citizen.
Exactly.
Right? As a citizen.
Right.
Great. And of course you like La Paz.
I like La Paz, and I like the people here.
People.
And to build a real strong rapport, it's very important to be able to communicate
In the same language?
in the same language.
Right. What about when people speak English? Or when they try to communicate in English?
And that's fine if they're practicing, but I always feel like, don't do that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but if they want to practice English with me, that's great.
But what you want, of course, is to practice your Spanish,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
Great. And do you tell them when they speak in English to speak in Spanish?
No, I don't tell them. I don't tell them because
Why?
because I don't know why. Because I'm not that confident, and so you know, you kind of fall back into your comfort zone, and there it is being offered to you, so it's like, no, I don't want you to speak in English. But then I feel like I'm bothering them because I don't understand everything in Spanish, so I have to ask them to say it again and again. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to say it again and again, or they don't want to speak more slowly, or it's like, oh no, I'll just get someone else to talk to you in English. It happens a lot too.
Yeah, so you don't feel confident, for example, you don't feel confident to tell them not to speak in English.
No, I don't.
Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Yeah? And that you let them speak in English because you feel bad about them when you have to speak, or when they have to speak so slow so you understand them.
Yes, I don't like to put them at I don't like to inconvenience them. Exactly.
Great, great, great. Perfect. Now, have you noticed any worries, or what is any worries or fears or around this blockage, or about this frozen feeling when it comes to speaking the language or understanding? In other words, what is your main concern around this? What I want to say, Leslie, is if these don't change, how would that affect you, your life in this country, in this city, La Paz?
Well, it would definitely hurt my relationship with the community. Not really. I guess you can't say it hurts it, but it would stop the relationship from growing, because I wouldn't be able to communicate with them any further, and so it would inhibit my growth in the community, I guess I could say.
Okay. And you don't want that to happen, of course.
I don't want that to happen, no.
Okay. Great. Now, what would you like to? How would you like things to be different? What would be your preferred outcome in what you just shared with me?
Well, I would like to be able to obviously speak Spanish very well and understand it, communicate with it. I would like to not be in a panic when I'm interacting with someone in Spanish. Because I feel like my brain's not working very well. You know, I freeze when that happens. So I think I would learn more quickly if that didn't happen, if I didn't panic.
Yeah. And how do you feel about yourself when that happens?
I don't like that when that happens. I start thinking, why aren't I learning faster? Why aren't I more confident? You know, why can't I do this?
Yeah, great. So, that's what's holding you back? Do you know? Have you noticed?
I think so.
What's holding you back in order for you, that don't allow you to relax and to speak with confidence about, even if you don't speak perfect Spanish? Do you think those judgments are about the moment hold you back from relaxing and just saying, please, can you speak slow?
Yes, I do. I do. Now that I think about it.
Great. And now let's do an exercise, Leslie.
Okay.
Yeah? This is for you to practice tracking in the present moment.
Okay.
Yeah, which means in the moment of now. Now, I want you to track your mind.
Okay.
and notice any thoughts that are coming.
Okay.
If it's not the purpose to look for any thoughts, for thoughts, it's just watch if what's moving while we do the exercise. You know, if there are any judgments or if there are any other thoughts, you know, for example, if you start thinking about your daughter or about your activities you have to do after this, or if you're getting judgmental about yourself, whatever, just notice if they're happening in that moment.
Okay.
Yeah? And if you don't notice anything, it's okay. Yeah? Remember, it's not to look for something, but it's just to notice that you're not noticing anything. You see? And when you notice that, oh, I'm noticing that I don't notice, I'm tracking that I don't track. You know? That's tracking.
Yes.
Because, right? That's tracking. You're tracking that you cannot track, or that you're blanked, which is okay. That happens. Yeah, that's tracking too. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the exercise is, I'm going to say a few sentences in Spanish, and just track, see what happens in your mind. Yeah? Or also, if you notice something different in your life, for example, in your emotions, just track what's going on in your emotions. But if it's in your mind, if there are thoughts are coming, judgments, well, then track that. All right? Great. And I'm going to speak in Spanish and just see. Ok, Leslie, pues vamos a hacer una sesión en este momento y vamos a terminar el videoclip en esta participación que me estás ayudando tú. ¿Estás de acuerdo? Now, just share with me, of course, if you want, share with me with thoughts. What kind of thoughts? If you notice, if you can track the thoughts while I speak Spanish to you.
You know, I don't feel anything, right? You know, I don't
Great.
remember, I don't feel anything at this moment, really.
Yeah. Do you notice any judgments? Like, oh my God, Leslie, or do you notice that you freeze, or that you block?
I notice that I want to freeze time so that I can just have my own time to process. It's like, okay, I hear, and I want to stop time, so I have all the time I want to process.
So what are the thoughts that are crossing in the moment? For example, right now.
Maybe, you know, that I should know what you're saying more quickly, so I'm kind of self-judging.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm saying, you know, okay, I hear, I understood most of it, and I should understand all of it, and I should be able to snap back something quickly because I've been learning long enough. So maybe that's self-judgment.
Yes. So you judge yourself because you're not understanding, because maybe you should have more time or digest the information more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Maybe also it's a feeling of I don't have control. Because I want to control the situation.
So when you don't understand, it is out of your control.
Yeah. Yes.
And so what do you need in order to control to control that situation, or to have that confidence, you know, to control, you know, to manage. I understand more to manage the situation, to control, to be able to to do it right.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know what I need. You know, I guess I would need, well, obviously I need more knowledge about Spanish, but also I need maybe some more self-confidence to be able to control the situation more. I don't know.
So, okay, you say more confidence about to control the situation, right?
Mhm.
But here, to control the situation or to be able to communicate, you know, because these are two different things. To be able to control the moment, and but to to be able to communicate even without controlling, just let the flow.
Okay.
See?
Yes, I see.
So what's really what you would like?
I'd like not to freeze up at the moment when I'm speaking or hearing Spanish. Mhm.
So to flow.
To flow, that's
To
the
flow
word.
with them when, is that correct? Is
Yeah,
what I
that's-
understand?
That's more, clear for me,
Yeah, more than control, or is
Yeah, it's more than,
it's okay if you, by the way, don't worry, it's okay, you know, if sometimes we want to control. But I had the feeling that it's not about controlling, but more like managing or being able to flow with the,
yeah, that's definitely
person,
more what I
you know,
want, definitely.
you know,
Mhm.
at least that's what I feel. That's,
No, I think that's correct.
yeah?
Yeah, it's sort of a control, but it's like you say, it's a flow. To be able to have the flow without the
Right.
blockage.
And without also the stress of the control,
Oh
but
yeah,
to
I guess
the-
control would have stress in it as well. Yes.
but more
that's
like
good.
like you're in control, but not in control of the flow. Like, okay, speak slow, please, to have the confidence to say, please speak slow. Can you repeat that without getting?
Yeah, maybe that's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So now, what do you think you need in order for that to
I
happen?
don't know what I would need.
Like, for example, I don't know, practicing more, or maybe practicing asking that in Spanish,
Ah,
or practicing at home, or catching yourself when you start getting judgmental about yourself. Because remember, we only can change what we're aware of. You know?
I think so. Yeah, I think what would help a lot is like what I call pausing, or you call it like more tracking.
See?
Because you're in the situation, it's like, yeah, I have to step back and say, don't, well, sort of take control, but
Yeah.
take control and go with the flow
Right.
at the same
Of course.
time.
Yes, I understand. Yes, I
Mhm.
get you.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let me see if I understand. Okay, what you need, you said, it's of course take control of the situation, flow with that, have the confidence to talk. Yeah, and but to track at the moment, if you're having any judgments in the moment, if you have any judgments, and if you notice that in the moment, well, Leslie, you're making judgments, and change that in the moment, or change that. What I mean is that, okay, you're aware, then you remind yourself that you're being judgmental, well, then, but still, you can't take control of the situation.
That's good, yeah, because
Is that
The
what I
la-
understand?
that's what, I think so, I know so, because the lack of awareness when in the situation is a cloud to me. It's obscure, it's, so if I can be aware or step back or, as you say, track the moment, then there's clear.
Yeah?
It's clear. Yeah, I think so. I think that's going to help a lot.
Great, great. So now just a quick recap, Leslie. You say that you know what's moving in you or around your life is that you're not able to communicate in the language that you just moved, well, not a year ago, to this country, and you're not able to communicate in the language in Spanish because you feel frozen, panicked, blocked when people talk to you in Spanish and when you try to talk to them, right?
Correct.
And you also say that you noticed that you were judgmental about what they are going to think about you, yeah, and that also you feel judgmental about them, but also about you, because you react like that instead of learning or instead of being able to communicate. Is that right?
That is.
Yeah. Now you share with me your main concerns, which are not, or your fears, worries, not being able to be part of the community or participate fully in the activities, or or with the people. That your concern is that you won't be able to build a strong relationship. Yeah,
Exactly.
you cannot build a relationship or a connection, a deeper connection. Is it? Yeah.
Definitely.
Now you also share that you prefer outcome, of course, is to be fluent in the language,
Yes.
to communicate.
Yes.
Also is not to be able. To be able, it's better, to say just I want to communicate instead of I want to be able, because you're able to do this. So it's not to be able, but just to communicate. I want to participate. I want to. So you want to participate in the community, you want to communicate with the people, that's your preferred outcome, right?
Exactly.
To participate and also with your profession if it's possible. Yeah?
Yes.
Great. Now you also notice that what's holding you back are your judgments about them, the people, and about yourself when the moment of communicating comes. Is that right?
Yes.
Right? Is it like if you were, when somebody's speaking to you in Spanish, it's like, oh my God, now here am I again, Leslie, not understanding, and what you just shared, you notice that you become judgmental in that moment, right? And that's what makes you going to stress.
Yes.
And not
just open up and listen.
Yeah. And also you just share that what you need is just to practice, getting relaxed, asking people for patience, and also track in the moment when you become judgmental. But still, even if if you track that you're being judgmental, still ask for patience, right?
Yes.
Yeah? To catch yourself that you're being judgmental, and still, in that moment, take a different choice. Instead of blocking, relaxing. Is that right?
Exactly. Thank you, yes.
Yeah? Great, Leslie. Well, I think that's it. The purpose of this session was getting clear. And how do you feel?
I feel much more clear.
Perfect. Great. Great. I'm glad to hear that you did a great job. Very good. And that's it for today.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.